business owners are here? I knew, if I didn't see every hand, I knew you guys weren't going to disappoint me. I knew it. Let me ask you a question. How often, when you're making decisions in your business and as a consumer, are all of these things that you probably take for granted every day part of your daily decision making? It literally is everything. We're looking at brands, we're looking at the presentation, we're looking at the vehicle which brought you to the presentation. We're looking at every single element and denoting a judgment about our purchasing power. And you also are doing things intentionally to get people to make informed decisions about purchasing with you. Am I wrong? No. So perception is at the root of your business. And then you're asking them to exit through the gift shop. A way of regarding, understanding, or interpreting something, a mental impression. What else do you have but the way you impress folks and the way you enter and lead their lives in any given occurrence? It is everything. It is foundational, right? But this is not fantasy. This is reality. You don't need to have a lightsaber and levitate to do these things. You just need to be clear on who you are and what you want to translate to your audience and the world. Completely. Thank you so much. Everything is a journey. There's nothing else happening here. And your journey is completely about you being centered in your space and spaces. And the fact that you guys can build community in this way is just amazing. Imagine if this entire room is centered and fully well endowed in their own perceptual process. That's a beautiful thing. This is a team nobody can beat.
That's right.
It's impossible. Everybody here knows themselves. And they're not going to let anybody break the boundaries of their kinsmen in this room. Amen. Thank you so much. And I always listen first. And I take in what they're saying, and I give them the grace to explain. Once I realize this is going out of balance with where I currently am, I have to politely excuse myself from the conversation and the interaction. It's not because, thank you. It's not because I'm trying to be mean or rude, but what I've realized now at a certain point in my life is I'm so aware and self-aware of myself and happy within myself that not everything's meant for me.
That's right.
And it's okay. And some people have great intentions, and they might see greatness within you. That doesn't mean our path is supposed to align on that journey. And that's okay. I'm going to find my tribe. I'm going to find my congregation, and we're going to do amazing things. Maybe that person will become an adherent and join us. But for what they brought me, it just wasn't part of my brand boundaries alignment. What is the first impression you give? I want us to all think about this, And I want you to think, right? I said understanding your audience. Think about what you think of yourself, and then think about what you think might be said about you or what you've heard about you. Now, mind you, this is not one of those I go where the crowd, tells me to go or talks about me. But what we do want to understand is there's a perception that you're putting out there in some way, shape, or form, and you just need to understand if you're in control of it. By the way, this is not being nefarious. It's just being authentic. Okay. Authenticity breeds positivity. Now, authenticity could mean anything. Again, polarization might be a consequence of you being you. That's okay. Not everybody's supposed to be there for you or with you. We're going to find our tribe. And everybody else, extra, thank you for the extra cherries on top of my cake. I appreciate it. But what I needed was the cake. That's my core. That's my tribe. That's my congregation. All I need is them. Everybody else will follow and catch the wave. Now that leads us to an eternal war. Personal versus business branding, or personal perception versus business perception. How many people struggle with branding themselves in relation to their business? I appreciate the honesty. I did as well. I think you always will. Why is that, Rhett? Because you are a person. You have a child in some sense, a grandchild, a family, an experience level that other people won't understand until they read your book. I know it's coming for all of y'all. Then there's your business. Your business is usually targeting a certain audience for a thing or whatever you're selling. But are the two supposed to overline? Maybe, sometimes not.